W25.
Breaking right now in Warsaw, the bus garage burns and now classes are canceled for thousands of students.
We've been following breaking developments from Kosciuszko County since the fire broke out just before 6 o'clock this morning. I'm Drew Gardner.
And I'm Emily Evans. School officials confirmed none of their employees were injured in the fire, but the capital losses here are high.
And take a look. The garage doors are blackened and smoldering. Brand new information from officials now. 4 buses are total losses, including one special needs bus. One minibus was also burned up. Firefighters said they had to fight the fire from the outside because it was just too intense inside the garage. Luckily, no one was injured. Right now, classes canceled for 7,000 students in the district, but a bit of good news here. The district just got 6 brand new buses yesterday, so they should be able to have classes as normal tomorrow. It's also possible other districts could help as well. We've learned the burglary alarm inside did not go off, only the fire alarm.
And as police mentioned, right now no immediate cause is known. Fire crews are expected to remain there on the garage grounds for much of the day to keep hot spots from reigniting and, of course, to investigate. We'll have continuing coverage of this story that's sure to affect thousands of parents and students throughout our area.
Good morning, meteorologist Greg Bobus here, checking on the forecast this morning, and we don't have a lot of issues for today, and enjoy that because things turn a little more interesting tonight into tomorrow and will stay fairly active throughout the rest of the weekend as well. Right now, neighborhood temperature of 30 degrees in Granger, 32 in Niles, 31 in Elkhart, and 31 in South Bend. A pair of 33-degree temperatures in Stevensville and Benton Harbor, and down in Warsaw, we're clocking in at 31 and 32 in Plymouth. Cloudy right now, we're going to be mostly cloudy. We'll see a little sun, but not much. Tons of cloud cover ahead of us, not just today, but the better part of the next week or so. Could be seeing a few raindrops mixed with a few snowflakes in far western LaPorte County. These cells fizzling out as they get closer to us, so not much of a worry for rain, sleet, or snow in our forecast today, but the clouds again do remain. 40 this afternoon, a few days in the 40s ahead of us, and then a very big cold snap by the end of the weekend. We'll take a look ahead to that in less than 10 minutes. Drew, Emily?
All right, Greg, we'll see you then. 2 controversial issues were the center of discussion as concerned parents look to the Eau Claire superintendent for answers. The informational meeting held last night gave concerned parents this opportunity to get answers to some of their questions. One issue discussed was the new curriculum called Engage New York.
The superintendent said the new lesson plans are necessary considering the failure of the previous system. Another hot-button issue discussed was a book. It's titled Nasreen's Secret School. It's about a Muslim girl living in an area controlled by the Taliban.
Only on ABC 57, some parents say that controversial curriculum is teaching religion.
Jeanette Winter is the author of Nasreen's Secret School, and while the book is under scrutiny for fear that it teaches religion, Evan Siri explains how she says her book is a lesson on courage.
I really don't understand how the religion part got into Nasreen's Secret School.
In October, a book about a Muslim girl in Taliban-controlled territory was added to the curriculum for 3rd and 4th graders in Eau Claire schools. Some parents argue the book teaches religion and is inappropriate for younger students. Now the book's author, Jeanette Winter, is speaking exclusively to ABC 57 News.
I think children are really strong, and I think children know what's going on, and I think they're capable of understanding a great deal.
Winter says she wrote Nasreen's Secret School to drive home the values of courage, something she says any 3rd grader could relate to.
I mean, the child in this book was, probably around the age of a 3rd grader. She was living this. I mean, this was her life. And so the idea that a child in this country couldn't understand that is I think it's selling our children short.
On Wednesday, Eau Claire parents met with school board officials for a second time to discuss the curriculum. Some parents had said their kids were asked to memorize an Islamic prayer from the book. School officials, though, deny that was ever part of the homework. And Winter says it was education and not religion that drove her to write this book.
The group that is behind the secret schools in Afghanistan and Herat was the story that really caught me. I spoke with the woman who started these secret schools, and I did want to tell that story, and I thought it was an important story.
That was Evan Siri reporting. Winter also tells us she's never understood why so many of her books make people uneasy.
A handcuffed teen manages to escape officers after a struggle. 19-year-old Bradley Graham was being taken into custody for an outstanding warrant. That's when police say the shirtless Graham got physical with an officer. Somehow Graham's shorts were torn off in the process, leaving him nearly naked. Today, Graham is set to appear in court on increased charges for escaping arrest.
Today, 3 of the 4 men known as the Elkhart Four are set to appear in court.
Blake Lehman, Levi Sparks, and Anthony Sharp are set to be resentenced on burglary charges. Last fall, the Supreme Court overturned the 3 men's murder convictions. They were initially charged with murder after their co-conspirator Denzel Johnson was shot and killed by the homeowner when they were attempting to rob it back in 2012.
No jail time for a Granger mom accused of blowing up her own home. Michelle Ellenberger tried to commit suicide back in June. She ended up hurting herself and 3 others. She admitted to a judge she was on medication at the time. Ellenberger says it made her suicidal. She pleaded guilty to the crime, but she also claimed she was mentally ill at the time. The judge told Ellenberger she must stay in treatment and continue with therapy.
Now that she's on the medicine and it's regulated and she's got the support that she needs from her physicians and, her psychiatrist and everything, she's doing awesome.
Ellenberger has been ordered to pay more than $12,000 in restitution to St. Joseph County. She'll also be on probation for 3 years.
One man is facing charges in 2 Indiana counties. He's accused of burglary and possession of a gun. Police say 50-year-old Darrell Vaughn used a pillowcase in several robberies. They happened between December 18th up and January 2nd. He has been charged with felony burglary, theft, and possession of an illegal firearm in Elkhart County. He is also facing similar charges in St. Joseph County. Vaughn is in jail on a $75,000 bond. Today, the St. Joseph County Police Department will hold a press conference. It's to discuss Darrell Vaughn's recent arrest. That press conference is set for 10 this morning at the jail. Police are expected to talk about the months-long investigation and how they were able to tie him to the crimes.
The I-STEP scores for schools as a whole are in, and one district in Michiana is at the top of the class.
Penn Harris-Madison schools scored high enough that they are in the top 10 in the Hoosier State. The district scored a 72% pass rate in both math, English, and language arts. If you would like to see all the I-STEP scores, head over to our website at abc57.com.
It's 8:38. More information is coming out in the case of a woman who died after being removed from a hospital. While her family says she was fighting for her life, officials say she was resisting their orders to leave. And still to come, the standoff in Oregon continues into its 5th day. What protesters fear is next in their federal standoff.